we're all pretty similar as human beings in that we want a lot of the same things. You know, we want some community. We want to be felt and understood. We don't want to be shamed. You know, we want something to eat, a roof over our head, you know, a little bit of stability, and to be treated with love and dignity. Well, I don't know their situation. Just hold back, hear it out, and process it, and learn something. Because I haven't been through what they've been through. I don't know what their whole story is. And when I learn it, often I go, oh wow, okay, that actually makes sense that you feel this way, or you live this way, or you do things this way. Sometimes I'd hang out with one person for hours and I'd go home and be like, I can't believe how smart that person is. And they live on the street. And then I started to be like, why would I think that everybody who lives on the street couldn't be intelligent? I mean, I met like geniuses down there. And I think a lot of people in the outside world would be like, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, it's easy for you to say from your perspective. Here, we'll cross over and see if we can get a flick of him with his, what do you call it? Taser. Can I get a flicky zapping it?
It's my birthday, man.
I'll give you a few dollars too.
Please.
Happy birthday.
Of course you can get a flick.
Give me a zap, give me a zap. Hold on, let's move this to the side so we get a real proper photo.
Okay.
Joe.
Tap Dion.
Tap Dion?
I'm only famous because God knows.
Hold on. Let's see if I can get that. What made me want to create the Gray Flowers book is just depressed. I just needed something to pull me out of it. And I'd actually been thinking about making that book for years. I mean, I didn't have a name for it, but I wanted to go all around LA. And I got such a low depression that I just really, yeah, I just wasn't thinking. I was having some pretty bad thoughts about, you know, what I wanted to do to myself. So I decided, you know what, if that's how you really feel, go out, forget about everything in your life and just photograph every day and walk around. And you still feel that way after the book, then do it. And if you don't, then you don't. And it was my medicine. Hey man, didn't I used to photograph you?
Oh, hey.
How you been?
Good. What about you?
Good. I don't have my phone, but I have a photo of you in my new book I wanted to show you, but I don't even have it on me.
You made the book?
Yeah.
I remember now.
What's good? You still rapping?
Man, every day, all day.
How's it going?
I crack at it. I mean, I'm keeping 100 with you. I kind of slowed down. There's been a lot of bumps in the road, you feel me? But
yeah,
I just try to stay at it, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go through it to get to it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this book to me is kind of poetic, to be honest. That's why it's called Gray Flowers. I feel like all the people in it are gray flowers, kind of in the shadows and the cracks and crevices or overlooked neighborhoods. Or I just feel like there's so much more beauty in those people and so much more story. So this book really meant a lot to me, more than probably anything I've ever made in my life. It was with so much intention that I made this book. I'll just skip through it and show you some photos. I don't know, as I randomly find them. This was after the Super Bowl. For me, they're all getting this photo. I was like, I want them. This is what makes this photo for me. LA's wild, man. I love LA. To be a homeless photographer living on the streets and just having your camera with you and taking photos, I'm like, there is nobody who is more of a street photographer than Bumdog. I mean, he's literally living on the streets. Takes great photos too. This is Trash though, such a sweetheart. And I went back and interviewed her a few times and I photographed her. You can see their scars. Trash was a cutter, dealt with some insecurity issues and was kind of getting over them and gaining her self-confidence in life. And I'm just going off of what he said because I am no expert on 18th Street or street gangs, but Spooky was telling me that he's one of the original members who started 18th Street when he was like 7 years old, him and some friends. And you know, it's grown to become like the biggest street gang in the world. And apparently this is one of the original people who started it. I was asking him, I was like, do people even know that about you? And he's like, no, it's just so big now. Do you mind?
$5.
$5? I'm broke. Thank you.
Yeah, you can take pictures of anything you want, man.
You know, it's you always ask in LA, especially. I'm Joe.
Travis.
Travis?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, post up anywhere you want. I'll set up you flicks if you want.
Hey, fool, don't forget your last name, Barker. Come on, Travis.
Hold on. Want to do one up close? Yeah, just like that. My first book. It's more of a photo zine, but I call it a book. But this is Cricket, who I've also been working on a documentary for many years, following him. Best friend in Skid Row. Guy taught me a lot. Beautiful soul. Passed away this past Thanksgiving. It kind of tore me up. I don't really go to Skid Row as much anymore since he passed. It's just hard for me to go down there. Probably 30 people, 20 to 30 people I've known over my time in Skid Row have died, and it's just hard to go down there for a lot of reasons where it used to not be, but he's passed away. That was Jerry. He was shot in the face with a shotgun at point blank range, like caved his head in, and he's missing an eye, but God, the most positive person you'll ever meet. Missing a hand, he always wore a sock on it. He passed away. I was Hustle Man, or D. So she was only 18, living in a tent, going to college, getting straight A's, coming home and sleeping in a tent in Skid Row. Alexander the poet, he sells incense. It's crazy, I can remember like people's names. You know, it's Jenny. Libby's gone missing. Jenny's also gone missing. I've even been in contact with her mom and sister who can't find her. There's a guy in Skid Row, one of the people that really like blew my mind. His name is Marco Polo. He's like an electricity genius. He was always inventing stuff down there or building stuff kind of out of scraps, like little motorbikes, and he made this wheelchair that was, it was so fast. Brilliant minds. I've met some great writers down there. I've met some great artists down there. I mean, you got everybody down there, career criminals to CEOs of big companies to everything in between, just like anywhere you go, really.
My name is Dave Bergfold, and I own a company called Blockhead Skateboards, and we're filming for a video called Heads Up. Just trying to get out and kind of use some of that like 60s influenced skateboarding. Being down there really taught me that I put value, and I think a lot of us do, into things that it's a waste of time. You really don't need that much in life. What you really need is just kind of community and to treat people well and be treated well. Often what we feel like we need to obtain happiness is really what makes people unhappy. I have like 4 books in the works now, a couple documentaries, I have some projects with some people. I've like really found my center and flow of life where I'm like, this is what I love to do. This is all I want to be doing. Yeah, I've honestly never been happier, and I'm really glad that I went through that dark period and came out of it, because I just appreciate things more, and I realize that I don't need as much to get the things that I appreciate. If you just focus on the things that you love and the things that you want and surround yourself with those things and those kind of people and that kind of world, then that's what your life is going to be. If you wake up every day thinking, my life sucks, this job sucks, I got to do this crappy thing so I continue living this crappy life, you're also going to have that. It's really not a crazy formula. Can I take one of both of you really quick, sit next to each other? Just stay right there, right there. Amazing, you guys look great. Really incredible. Can I do a quick shoot with you?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Tema.
Joe.
Nice to meet you.
You look awesome.
Thank you. Why do you have the whole camera crew in here?
I know, they're doing a little doc.
Wow.
I'm a street photographer. Get you standing. Yeah, show me as much as you can, you're comfortable with. Can I do one with like not covered?
Not covered, what do you mean?
Like just like that? Yeah, hook your hands into it so I can like see it. Like you're showing it to me. And then look up at me. Put something very personal in the beginning of Gray Flowers. I was very uncomfortable sharing that, but I wanted to share it because hundreds, if not thousands, of people have been very open about their vulnerabilities with me, especially in Skid Row and some of these environments where I think you have to have a tougher persona to survive. I meet people and they tell me some just really personal things that they've been holding in for years, and they'd be like, man, it just feels good to actually be able to tell somebody this, and like basically to be vulnerable where they never get a chance to be. It's only fair for me to be as honest as people are with me that I can be with the people who look at my stuff. And I hope somebody sees it and connects to it. I hope somebody who's been in a low point in their life watches this. There's some takeaways for them that make them go, you know, there's a brighter side, and I just got to go find it.
Hey,
I'm 2K Joe. What's good?
you?
Yeah, nice to
You
meet
don't
you.
know around this country, man.
What's that?
I'm country, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little country too. I'm from Virginia. Who's this?
Codeine,
Who?
codeine,
Codeine?
yeah. We've been down here for 20 years.
Oh, don't bite me, Codeine. I want to take a photo of Mama. Look at me,
I say cargo then.
Codeine. Let me get a good one. Actually, that's the better one right there. Hold on, no thumbs up. Just look at me straight on. Me mug me. The feedback from my book has been nothing but positive. It's been really great. If nobody ever saw it, or like one person saw it, it was that kind of thing, I would be happy. But getting to share that and having so many people reach out to me, and I get messages or people just come up to me and talk to me about it, how they feel like they could feel the beauty of the people that I was seeing and feeling. It's like dark and lightness to it, just like we all do. And I don't know, it just came across, and I feel like people have responded like that they also felt and could see that through the book. Best reward I could have asked for it. I am hungry for a different kind of life. Deeply unsatisfied with what has been proposed to me. The steady job, the house and the car payment, the way we work ourselves to death, building empires for them while they keep us distracted with shiny things. Too many comforts dulling the senses, stopping out the inner voice, casting shadow on the inner light, wasting away whole lives. Instead, I envy the park bench wino, who sleeps in the grass and gets cold in the rain, who does not keep time, hobos who hop trains, eat from dumpsters, bathe in rivers, traveling from town to town without money, stopping for a spell, until wanderlust beckons them back out on the road again. The authors who went mad on rum and beer, sitting alone for weeks in motel rooms, searching for the perfect sentence, then blowing their brains out after a good run. The wild and free soul who dares life rather than accepting it on someone else's terms. These are my heroes. They are who I aspire to be. The gray flowers quietly growing in the shadows, always a rare delight when you are lucky enough to encounter them.